Hey guys, this is Chris, strat-o-matic Delaware, and we are bringing you how to play inside pitch baseball, brought to you by Chris Davis of Inside Sports Games in Idaho. And this is video 2 of the tutorial series. In the first video, we covered how to read the cards and what the things in the various places on the batter's cards, pitcher's cards, and ballpark cards indicated. And in this second video, we're going to begin to cover how to determine the results of some of these rolls that you will make in the various matrices on the various cards. Before we continue, please give me the thumbs up if you like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Please hit the little dinger bell thingy next to the word subscribed, so that way anytime content is uploaded you'll be among the first to know, and share me with your friends. And guys, let's get into some inside pitch baseball. So here we go. We have already gone over what information is on the cards, and now we're going to get into how to use this information to determine an at-bat. Now here are some examples of plays from the cards. We're doing the rule book that you get for $7.50 if you just order the PDF, download it, and print it off yourself. We're doing it from the rule book. And we are beginning on the page with the ballpark card sample, Citizens Bank Park. I believe it's like page 5. Near the bottom of the page, examples of play from the cards. And this is going to tell you how to resolve them. So, HR question mark. If you get an HR question mark, it is a split home run possibility. First, you are going to roll the home run range on the pitcher's card. So we're using 84 San Diego, 84 Detroit. So we've got Dave Dravecky and Kirk Gibson. So if you have home run question mark, first you're going to check the pitching card home run section. Then you're going to check the batter's card home run section. Now this is a D20 roll. If you roll in that range on the pitcher's card, you're going to roll it first. And since Kirk Gibson bats left-handed, you're going to check homer question mark versus left-handed batter. If it's 1 through 8 on the D20, and that's a 3, then you go to the batter's card. If this were outside of the range, you'd be done. But if it's in the range, then you go to the batter's card. And now versus a left-handed pitcher, Dave Dravecky, home run, Kirk Gibson, 20. You don't even need to roll. If both of these cards are in range, it's a home run. If only one of these rolls is outside of the range, you consider it blank and go to the batter's card to resolve the at-bat. So now you would roll Kirk Gibson, 65, column 6, row 5, grounder to first. So that is how you do a home run question mark. First you do, and it's easy, you look for the same symbol on the cards. First you do the pitcher, then you do the batter. And if both of these are in the range, it's a home run. If only one of these is outside of the range, and that's 1 to 20, 1 to 16, 1 to 10, 1 to 12. If it was, say, 1 to 10 and you rolled a 16, that would be outside of a 1 to 10 range. You would consider it blank and then roll for the batter's card matrix to resolve the at-bat. When in doubt, go to the batter's card matrix to resolve the at-bat if you haven't done it with the pitcher's card. When in doubt, go to the batter's card matrix. A little rule that I came up with myself, seeing the proclivity of that happening, and 99 times out of 100 so far I've been right in doing so. So when in doubt, go to the batter's card after the pitcher's card to determine the at-bat, if doing it here couldn't do it. That is home run question mark. Then you have the split rating of 2 question marks for the pitcher. So anytime this comes up, you're rolling 1 D20 versus your batter's, versus your pitcher's 2 question mark. Right here, the split rating. So anytime you get 2 question marks here, then you're going to go to this section right here. and you're going to roll against the side of the batter, left-handed in this case. And on Dravecki's card, it is the 2 stars, which means you will be going up here. So if you were to roll a 2-4 and get that, left-handed batter, you're going to roll, and if it's 1 to 12, like if it was a 9, then it would be in this range, and you would go up here, read the red, and number 2 fly out to center, F8. If it were instead a 19, you consider it blank, and then go to the batter's card to resolve the at-bat. 3-5, which is Chaos 5 anyway. 2 stars, come back over here, number 5, fly out the left. So if it's outside of the range on either of these, then you go to the batter's card to resolve the at-bat. We flip and go to the next page. HR, possible home run. Now, HR question mark, you had to check first the pitcher and then the batter, and both of them had to succeed. If you have just HR, like here, then you only check the batter. So then you would roll the D20. And against a lefty, it's a 20, but let's say it's against a righty, it's a 16. You roll the die, and as long as it's between 1 and 16, it's a home run. If it were to be above 16 up to 20, then it would be a fly out. Would it be, let's see, HR? No. Then you would proceed here, because this is still a check off the pitcher's card. So if it was outside of the range, then you go to the batter's card to resolve the at-bat. So this doesn't count as the batter's card. Anytime you're using the K, the strikeout, the walk, or the home run, this is still with the pitcher's card because it's coming from the result that was found on his card. If it's outside of these ranges, go to the batter's card to resolve the at-bat. Hit by pitch is a possible beanball, possible hit by pitch. And you're going to roll a D20. And you combine the batter's hit by pitch rating, which is 10. Kirk Gibson got plunked a lot. Dave Dravecki's hit by pitch rating, which is right here. That's plus 8. You're adding 8 to the batter's, which is 18. Holy wow. Kirk Gibson is getting hit by pitch. However, if it was above the range, if it was 19 or 20, all failed hit by pitch checks go to the batter's card to resolve the at-bat. If the combined ratings are less than 1, then no hit by pitch can happen, and then go to the batter's card to resolve the at-bat. So again, hit by pitch, you check these and you roll. If you're within the range of 1 to this number, it's a hit by pitch. If you're above that range, go to the batter's card to resolve the at-bat. K is a possible strikeout. You're going to go to the batter's card and look at his strikeout rating. First left-handed pitcher, 1 through 15 is a strikeout. 20 is above that range, so it's not a strikeout. Go here to resolve the at-bat. And remember I said there could be K pluses, and there aren't any on this card, but it would look just like that, only it would be the plus after the K. You do the exact same thing as for a K rate, only you add 10 to this number. So instead of rolling for a 1 to 10, you're rolling for a 1 to 20. Instead of a 1 to 15, 1 to 25. Well, he's definitely going to be within that range. It's a strikeout. Some batters may only have a rating of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're adding 10 to whatever this number is, rolling the D20. If it's a strikeout, it's a strikeout. If it's above the range, go to the batter's card to resolve the at-bat. Same for walks. You have walks, you have walk plus. Walk, you're going to go against this rating right here. Walk plus, you're going to go against this rating right here, plus 10, just like with K plus. 2 stars, you're on the pitcher's card. If it's 2 stars, it's an automatic out. You go up here, you roll again, Look at the red die and determine 6. Fly out to right. S1 without the parentheses. It's a straight up single past the pitcher. He does not have one. Dravecky does not have one in his matrix. But if it was just an S1, it wouldn't matter whether he was tired or not, because remember the parentheses means if he's tired. But if it was an S1, it's a straight up single past the pitcher. S1 with the parentheses means only if he's tired. If he has faced that many at batters, the 25th one is the first one when he is tired. That would be a single. If he's not tired, consider it blank. Go to the batter's card to resolve the at-bat. WLD. Possible wild pitch or passed ball. If there are no runners, disregard and roll again on the pitcher's card. Maybe it's like a foul tip or one in the dirt. But if there's no runners, disregard WLD for wild. Disregard it. Roll again on the pitcher's card. Restart the at-bat. Reset the at-bat. If there are runners on, roll a 1d20 and check the roll against the wild pitch and passed ball ratings on the pitcher's card. So if there's a runner on first, we roll an 11. Well, let's say if we had rolled a 6, that's in the wild pitch range of 1 to 8. Wild pitch is an instant wild pitch and the runners advance. Passed ball is possible against a catcher. So if it were a 10, then it could be a passed ball. Now, again, you've got your catcher's card. And you'll remember if I told you that after the position you have a number with a slash. The first one is his range. The second one is his passed ball rating. So if the wild with a base runner results in a passed ball check, you are going to roll 1d6 versus the catcher's passed ball rating. So you're going to roll in this instance against Lance Parrish's 4. You're going to roll a 1d6. Da-dee-da-dee-da. Okay. If the roll is higher than his passed ball rate, it is a passed ball. So in this instance, 1 to 4 on a d6, no passed ball. If it's higher, 5 or 6, that's a passed ball. Runner's getting a base. A failed passed ball, or a failure to roll in these two ranges here, when you roll wild, if you roll 11 to 20, if you roll higher than a 10 in this instance, it's considered a foul ball. Roll again on the pitcher's card. Reset the at-bat. Okay, K parentheses W. Again, this is how many batters a pitcher can face for his starts and for his relief. Once he has faced the first batter past this number, he is tired. Until then, the figure outside of parentheses is what you're checking. So in this instance, you're checking for a strikeout. If it's 1 to 24 batters into the game for the pitcher, you're checking a strikeout over here. If it's the 25th batter or later, he is tired. You're checking for a walk right here. S plus the number. Possible outcomes for plays. Let's get Lance Parrish off of there. Like right here, S plus 7. Singles where the batter could be attempting to get a double. So let's say if Kirk Gibson got one of those, does he have one of those? Well, if he got one of those, it would be this right here, S plus 7. If he got that, like say you did the ballpark symbol, and you went, yeah, let's say you rolled a 2-6, column 2, number 6, you get the ballpark symbol. Then you roll a 4-5, column 4, number 5, single plus 7. You would look at Gibson's card, and you would roll 1d6 against his base running rating plus the outfielder's arm rate. You're going to roll 1d6 against those two things, and since he's outfielder, we'll use him. So the base runner rating is 4. Let's say it was single plus 9, so single to right. The right fielder's arm, you have range, error rating, and arm. His arm is plus 0, so he makes no change. So your adjusted base running rating is 4. You're going to roll 1d6 against that. Okay, do. So he would be safe on a double of rolls of 1 through 4 with the d6. That is safe. And he would be thrown out at second on a 6. Anything between the top of his base running rating and a 6, he would hold at first with just a single. So let's say it's Lance Parrish that is at bat, and he gets that single to right. Okay? His base running rating is 2. The right fielder's arm is a 0, so it's only going to be a 2. You're going to roll anything from 1 to 2 would be advanced to second on a double. Anything from 3 to 5 would be hold at first with a single. If he rolled a 6, he would be out at second base. And anytime an S plus shows up, all base runners advance 2 bases. Ha-de-da. Possible home runs. You've got HR. We've covered that. Home run possibilities from the ballpark cards. If you have just an HR, you are going to roll 1d20 versus the batter home run rating for the side of the pitcher being faced. Lefty, left-handed pitcher, home run rating, 20. You're going to roll a d20 against that, 1 to 20. If it was against a righty, 1 to 18. Rolls less than or equal to is a home run. If higher, it's just a fly out. And the S plus 9 would indicate it's a fly out because that's going to, the home run would be a fly out. It should say where. I haven't seen that yet. But it would be a fly out. You would determine, I'm going to have to figure out how to determine that. I'm not sure. If the home run came from a reading of question mark in a number like this, then the flyout would be to left field, because this you're going to roll against a lefty, and a homer could be 13 to 21. Wow, look at that, 13 to 21. He's getting the homer there, but against a righty, question mark 7, that would be a fly out. 19 and 20 would be a fly out to left field. If you have an HR8, that is a fly ball to center if it is above his rating. So if he's rolling against a right-handed pitcher, 1 through 18, if he rolls a 19 or a 20, it's a fly ball to center field, 8. Home run pulled. Since he's right-handed, he'd be hitting to left field. If it's within his home run rating, it's a home run. If it's above it, then it would be to the pulled field, which would be left field for a righty, right field for a lefty. Home run opposite field. Since he's a right-hander, that would be going to right for his opposite field. If it's within the range of 1 to 18, that's a home run. 19 to 20, that would be a fly out to the opposite field, which would be right field. For a left-handed batter, his opposite field would be left field. So that helps you to determine where the fly out occurs if it's not a home run. And that is after we've left the pitcher's card and we have gotten to the batter's card. Sometimes you will see special K, and it will be written right here. And you'll see verse left-handed batter Special K 1 through 5. Versus right-handed batter, Special K 1 through 8. On any play that results as an out, ground ball back to the box for Lance Parrish, so that's a 1-3, that's a put out at first. Rather than it being a put out at first, you're going to roll the Special K if the pitcher has that. If it's a right-handed batter, you would do verse right-handed, and it would say verse RHB Special K 1 through 8. If you roll 1 through 8, that's actually a strikeout. So that is a pitcher that gets more strikeouts, like, say, J.R. Richards in 1979, Sandy Koufax in 1963, Randy Johnson, and God knows how many seasons are probably Special K pitchers. It does not add outs, it just simply changes some outs to strikeouts. So you have the superb pitchers, Nolan Ryan, Roger Clemens, juiced or not juiced. All of these guys are probably Special K pitchers at some point in their careers. I don't have that example here. I can show you because it is in the manual on the very first page when it shows the pitcher's cards. That is what it would look like. Special K, left-handed batter, in a range. Special K, right-handed batter, in a range. If you roll that range on any out, it's a strikeout instead. If you're above that range, then it would just be the regular result that you achieved on the card. Da-dee-da-dee-da. And we are to the point where it's time to start doing some other things. So that is going to be it for this video. We've done possible outcomes of how to determine what to do with the possible results in the various matrices on the batter's card, the pitching card, and the ballpark card. And one more thing to mention. Anytime you are doing a strikeout check, a walk check, or a home run check, remember the ballpark factor right here because this affects it. So anytime you're checking for a strikeout in Tiger Stadium, add 3 to this number. Anytime you're checking for a walk in Tiger Stadium, add 1 to this number. Anytime you're checking for a home run in Tiger Stadium, add nothing. It does not make a change being in Tiger Stadium. The player is going to hit the home run anyway. So that's it for this video. We are going to come back with the third video, and we are probably going to cover errors and range plays. We will cover errors and range plays in the third video. So that wraps it up, guys. This is Chris, Strat-o-matic Delaware and Inside Pitch Baseball. Thank you very much for watching, and if you have any questions, please comment in the comment section below, and we'll do our best to walk through it. Guys, this is Chris. Thank you very much, and keep on rolling.